Here we're going to have a look at how to import contacts into your contact groups. So to begin, log into your ekmResponse account and click on the My Contacts option on the left hand side. You need to have a contact group available so that you can import people into it. So we don't have one on this example, so we need to create one. So to create the group, you need to click the Create Group button, and you need to think of an appropriate name to give this group. If you're going to import all of your contacts into it, it may be worth just giving it a name that you can identify quickly when you have a look at all your contact groups in one go. So in this example we're just going to call it Imported Contacts. We're not going to give it a description at this time, but you can if you want to. It's optional. Click the Create Group button once you're happy with that. Once that's been created, there's no contacts obviously in there at the moment, so to start adding people, click on the Add Contacts button on the right hand side. You'll then see the 5 ways of being able to add people into the group in overall. In this example obviously we need to click on number 3, Import. Okay, now there are 2 ways of importing contacts into your contact group. You can either use a CSV file, which if you just click on the Browse button, navigate to the file. It has to be a CSV file, so here's one that we made earlier. If you double click that, it will be entered into the box there. If you click the Import Contacts button, then everyone within your list will be imported. Now the list needs to be a CSV file, and it needs to have these headers that you can see. It's got to have an email value, a first name value, and a last name value, all within the first column, the first row of the spreadsheet. And everything within that column, so all the email addresses in the email column, all the first name values in the first name column, and all the last name values in the last name column will be imported. If you've got other values like company, address, city and so on, they won't be imported, so you don't need to worry about them. As long as you've got email, first name and last name within the file, then all those values will be imported. And as you can see, we've successfully imported 4 people into our contact group. If you click back into My Contacts, you'll see now that the group now says that there's 4 contacts in there, which are of course the ones that were on our spreadsheet, as you can see here. So to use the other method, if you click on Add Contacts and then click on Import again, the other method here using this box allows you to either copy and paste, or it allows you to paste in a column of email addresses from a spreadsheet. This is only usable if you're not planning on importing the user's first names and surnames. It's only possible to import email addresses into this value. So as I say, you can either paste in a column from Excel, or you can just manually type in email addresses. Obviously on this one we'll just add a couple, and then as you can see, you can basically build up a big list of email addresses there, and when you're happy with that, click Import Contacts, and then you'll then see a prompt which says your contacts have been imported successfully, and on our example of course 2 people have been imported. If you click back to group, you'll then see that we've had 2 more people imported. Now it's worth mentioning, obviously the first name and last name of those 2 people don't show, they just simply display as hyphens. So it's important to try and get either first names and last names, or none at all. If you're wanting to personalize your emails, it's probably worth putting a first name as dear, and then the last name as customer, for example, so that emails would say dear customer for some people, and then for others of course it might say Michael Calloway to give it the personalization. And then if you go back into the My Contacts area, you'll then see of course 6 contacts in total within imported contacts in our contact group. And that's how you import contacts. Thank you.